Right, this video now is for Barnes. This is for Barnes. This video is hard for me to do because John Barnes was my hero. He's my icon. He was the guy that I wanted to be as a footballer. He's the reason why I originally support Liverpool FC, right? Because he was the black player. He powered through in the 80s was one of the most horrible times in terms of racism. If you see it, I grew up as a child in the 80s and I sort of missed a lot of what was going on around me. I didn't see it properly. I faced it in the 90s. Yeah, as a teenager in the 90s, I faced a lot of racism in the 90s in so many different ways. I faced racism. And so when it comes to race, I can't play. There's certain black people that I know that play games like they can't see things. I've never suffered racism and play around like they don't see what's going on, but I see it. And trust me, it's not no conspiracy theory or anything like that. I've lived it firsthand and I've seen it with other people and I've seen it play out in the media and other environments. So it's something that it's ongoing all the time. And what I'm seeing John Barnes doing at the moment is shocking and it's dangerous. Yeah, because it's like he's deliberately being ignorant. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's deliberately being ignorant to certain things that's happening at the moment. The latest one is the Bernardo Silva. But when you start racking them up, when you start racking up the things he's saying, like when Liam Neeson came out and said he wanted to kill a black person, and John Barnes is saying he needs a medal. And it's not, when you listen after a while to what Barnes is saying, there's little bits of what he says and you think, okay, I get what you're trying to say there. Because he was trying to say, this is what people are thinking in their head, and Liam Neeson just had the balls to say it. I get that little bit, but your language is reckless. When you're saying he needs a medal, you're going too far. He doesn't need a medal. You're going too far with what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? But it's this notion now, what Barnes is putting out, like black people are being too sensitive about the situation of race in football and in general. Like, he needs to stop. He really needs to stop talking. Like, he needs to stop talking because he's in the public hemisphere and he's on these platforms. His voice is being amplified, right? So not all black people think like what John Barnes is thinking, and not all black people are sitting down thinking, oh, what he's saying is true, and he's going to go and adopt what he's saying. It's not that. It's that you're amplifying your voice to those bigots out there who need that thing to keep it going, to justify what they're doing. And you're helping to amplify the message, Barnes. You're helping to amplify the message. You can have that conversation. I saw him on TalkSport, man. Oh, God. There's a clip on TalkSport, right? Check it out. He's talking to Darren Lewis. I can't remember who the other guy is, to be fair with you. There's another guy in there with glasses, right? Really cool guy, articulate as well. I need to get his name. But Darren Lewis from the newspaper, Mirror, he's on there. Barnes is on there, man, and it's just cringeworthy listening to him. This guy was my hero, man. This guy was my hero, and when you got to listen to him, he pulls out every single card that the typical racist would say. It's cringeworthy. You got check it out. I think I put the link underneath in the description. Even now when I'm saying it, it's pissing me off. It's disappointing. He even went back as far. You know how deep John Barnes went? He went as far back to say that black people sold their own people in the slave trade, and that's something that we have to get ahead. He went there. He went there to justify why today we're oversensitive with all this race stuff. Like, it's bizarre. You gotta watch it. Because this man, it's almost like someone put like 5 Duracells in his back and said, go wind him up. Right, go and be an apologist for racism. Go out there. You know, how he thinks that it's okay that Bernardo Silva puts up a chocolate biscuit character that's got racial connotations in it. And we know the Spanish already. I'm sorry to say it, right? We know the Spanish have got a problem with race. They really dehumanize black people over there. They really do think we're cartoon characters over there. They really think it's okay to wear blackface. I'm not saying every single Spanish person is like that, because I know some Spanish people who are not like that. I'm saying as a culture and as a country, it's acceptable to see these things going on out there. When I was in Barcelona, you see these things. You see them. No one thinks nothing of it. You see the characters on the food and stuff like that, and you're like, it's nothing to them. It's nothing. They don't think nothing of it. They don't know the history. They're disconnected from our culture, so they don't have no empathy for the situation. So when I hear Barnes saying that, and he's not looking at the damage that does. What's crazy as well is Mendy is like, yeah, it's cool. Like a picture of me as a kid, I look like a biscuit character. Like he doesn't see it. So that's the danger that we've got. We've got people who don't know the history, or they're disconnected from the history. We don't have the jam jars. I'm not even gonna say the word, but we don't have the character on the jam jars anymore. There's a reason why. There's a reason why we don't have certain characters on the Robinson's jam jar anymore. It's the same thing with this character with Bernardo Silva. It's the same thing. So that's why Barnes saying what he's saying is dangerous. It's foolish. It's naive. It's just reckless. And he keeps doing it. He keeps doing it. And I'm just saying, Barnes, it's Black History Month, yeah? I've got 2 gifts for you that I want you. There's 2 books I need you to read, because I don't know what's happened to you. I don't know. After all the people that threw bananas at you, right, and stuff like that, I don't know what's happened to you, bro. But Barnes, I want you to read. See this book here? This is Akala Natives, right? Akala Natives. Barnes, read this book, right? Read this book, because I can't believe that you're so stupid. I can't. I refuse to believe that you're this foolish. Read this book, bro, and get yourself back in the game. Seriously. Seriously, read this book. Number 1. Number 2, why I no longer talk to white people about race. Read these books. I'm not even joking. Because we got to stop this game. Like, it's not for us all the time to be showing people that you can't say that. They know. They know. It's 2019. Right? It's 2019. It's not good enough, man. It's not good enough. Barnes, I'm serious. Stop talking, bro. Stop talking and be an apologist for race, right? And if there's people out there who think black people are too sensitive about all this stuff, cool. You stay over that side. You stay over there. We'll be on this side, and we'll have to meet in the middle like this. You understand? Because that's where I'm coming from. I'm not playing. If you're someone who's non-black and you're in my circle and you think that you're going to say things like that, or you're going to send me a tweet like that, or you're going to talk to me like that, let's see what happens to you, innit? Straight. I don't play around when it comes to race. That's just me. Other people out there will say, oh, you got to turn the other cheek and, you know, F all that. On the real. On the real. For someone who's suffered racism in this country, who's suffered racism in Europe, and who's suffered racism in the US, when I've gone out and visited places over there, I don't play about with that. Straight. That's just me. That's just me. Yeah. So on that note, and I know it's my football channel, so I know I normally talk about fun stuff. I keep it Liverpool. Well, this is still Liverpool because it's Barnes. I know I keep it like that. But I have to, I'm a black person, so this is part of me. So I have to put this out there. I can't sit down and not talk about it. I can't. I'm not one of those people. There's a lot of people that don't want to talk about race in this country. It's just this hidden thing. People don't want to talk about it. We keep having these incidents and people are sweeping it under the carpet. Nah, we have to talk about it. We have to confront it. And if people want to be ignorant, I'm off this mindset now. I can't change everybody. I can't. You know, it's up to the individual to not want to be ignorant. But if you hold those beliefs, it's cool. I'm honest. I'm being honest. It's cool. Just don't be around me. You understand? And know that if you want to come with some slick talk, just know what's going to come with it. Simple. Yeah? All right. Peace. I'm out.